Please don't whisper in my ear. I said stop whispering in my ear. I have a feeling this floor is gonna fall. What did I say? Ow. Um. Excuse me. Vincent's Journal 1. My name is Vincent Santos. I am 12 years of age. I'm writing in this journal because my mother believes it would be good for me. She said that normal boys keep diaries. Wait, what? Anyway, when I corrected what was saying, a boy who called it a journal, she corrected the occasion of my cheek with the back of her hand. I think she only wants me to write in this so that I don't bother her with my feelings. 2. I have been confined to my room for the heinous action of speaking out of turn. It would appear that I must learn my lesson that when mother and father have their monkless guests over, I'm to play the role of the perfect son. It makes sense, as those are the only times they deign to play the role of the perfect parents. I can hear the argument downstairs. I suppose that's what happens when you tell your father's boss the things he calls them when he's not there. I was told to stay in this room until morning. I've danced this dance long enough to know that actually means until the guests leave when father comes with the belt. I'm going to leave before that happens. I'm on the second floor, so I need to find something to tie together and dangle out the window. With an old crowbar in my desk, I'll need that to pull down the curtains. That would serve as part of my escape ladder. This is the thing we did in the last game. It's been 6 months since the last entry. The grand plan didn't go so well. The grand plan didn't go so well. The last thing I remember about that night is the makeshift old battle snapping and falling to what my naive mind thought was certain death. Instead, I landed in the pool. My father had said for 4 years that he would teach me to swim. Things aren't all bad, though. Although the experience itself was so fine, there were witnesses. Questions were asked, which was why a little boy would attempt to flee his home, when or why the same boy had so many strange markings on his body. My favorite part was when my father was screaming at the judge that he would never strike his son. When he pleaded, "Tell him, boy," his tears almost had even me convinced. My mother played the part of the innocent Ferdinand wife very well. She visited me in the hospital every day. She is pretending to have changed. I believed she had until she told me her new boyfriend's arm. I almost believed she had until she told me her new boyfriend's arm on her shoulder that she's sending me off to boarding school. It was hard to hide how relieved I was to be away from her, but I managed. I'll leave in a week. 4. I can't believe this thing is still here. I kept it hidden behind a plank of wood for fear that one of my parents would see it. Man, I used to try way too hard to sound eloquent. Anyway, boarding school sucked. Funny enough, my parents had actually prepared me for it. Graduation was a few weeks ago. Mom never visited me at school. The only times I got to see her was Christmas and the brief few days in between the start of summer break and when I was shipped off to camp. She looks worse every year. Once my dad's money dried up, the stream of boyfriend stopped and she just spent her time drinking herself to death. She hasn't gotten there yet, but I'm rooting for her. It's lucky that she paid the school tuition in full. I even found out that 2 years ago she attempted to get a refund for all the remaining years. I should be looking to go to college right about now, but I have no cash. That's where Uncle Sam comes in. A few years in the army and I get free college. Just stopped in to pick up a few of my things. I would leave them, but I noticed some real estate listings on the kitchen table. By the looks of it, she's trying to figure out how much she could sell the house for. I would love to see the look on her face when my father gets out of jail in a few years and finds his house gone. But hopefully I'll be on the other side of the planet by then. You know what? I think I'm gonna take this journal with me. 5. Nobody can figure out why I'm handling boot camp so well. I could tell them about my upbringing and how I basically been in boot camp since I was an infant. But I'll just let them keep thinking I'm He-Man. I had to stand outside all night because I laughed in Joe Sargent's face when he asked what was so funny. I don't know, nothing. In truth, I was laughing because of how tame he was in comparison to the guy from the new Kubrick film I saw before joining up. I figured it would be a good last movie to see before enlisting, that it would prepare me. And now I've got water in my eyes, got water in my ears from standing in the rain all night. At the last minute, I begged him not to make me do it. I pleaded with him. I told him that I'm afraid of water. He laughed and told me to call it immersion therapy. I took it back. The guy from the movie is nicer. 6. Looks like I'm going to South America. In the words of my esteemed officer, I'll be doing what the army does when there aren't any good damn wars to fight. Sissy pansy humanitarian efforts, not even sure why they gave you a gun, boy. Should just send you off with a box of tampons and a dress. I told him I wish I'd been born early enough to use my rifle on those damn groups in Vietnam, but I hate racist bigots. I fucking hate racist bigots, but I have been here long enough to learn how to play these fuckers like a riddle. His twisted sense of commodity. I don't know that word, so it's simply butchered. Scored me some extra rations. I really don't care what they send me, as long as that tuition check clears once I'm done. 7. Haven't had much time to write. Been going from village to village. Half of my time is spent helping people, the other half threatening the small rebel forces. I wouldn't even call them rebels, just kids with a bad upbringing trying to find a purpose in life. I should know. That's exactly what I am. 8. Damn it! I was so close. I almost got out with some of the best shit I ever smoked. I had it in the end. And in the end, I only got a 30-minute speech about not being allowed to bring anything back with us. I'm gonna come back here someday. That stuff may not have done what they said it would do, but it was good. Then again, I can't think of any dead people I want to reach, so who knows. 9. I'm the luckiest person alive. I have to slow down. Okay, so I finally got back stateside. I'm heading home to say goodbye to my mother before going off to college. For all she's done, I figured she at least deserved a goodbye. I never could have expected what I found. There was a family in the house that I didn't recognize. When I inquired about my mother, they told me I should talk to the police. So I headed out to the station, and after some confusion about who I am, I found out that 2 years after I left the army, my mother sold the house. When my father got released and found out, he forced attacked the people who had bought it. Then he hunted down my mother. He found my mom at a 5-star hotel getting a pedicure and making flight plans over the phone for an upcoming vacation in Hawaii. Now he's back in jail for aggravated assault, attempted murder, and destruction of public property. My mother is in jail as well for lying about owning the house she sold, as well as several drug charges for stuff that was found in her car. Now here's the best part. Since my father is in for life, my mother never technically owns the house. Everything defaults to me. I was given a choice. I can either legally evict the people who bought the house or just keep what my mother was paid for it, minus what she has spent on drugs, since that's now evidence that I have no claim to. I now have 225 grand on top of the money the army is giving me for college. I need to take a little time off to think. 10. I start college tomorrow. Blowing through $30,000 was fun, but I think it's time to get serious about my life. I'm not much a religious man, but I do consider what has happened to be a gift. I will not waste it. 11. Anna. She says her name is Anna. We met while waiting for the bus. See, she is an angel. I don't want to sound like one of those sappy movies, but when I'm with her, I forget all about my childhood. I haven't told her about that. I don't know if I ever can. The past is in the past. And now, I'm looking at the future. It's this wonderful woman. I haven't told her about the money I have. My mother was only with my father because he was rich. But Anna would never do that. Maybe I should tell her. 12. She was crying. She found my journal in my locker. She said she was really sorry for reading it. I could tell that she was really saying she was sorry for what she had found in it. I raised my voice. I just wanted to let her know why she was going. I raised my voice. I just wanted to know why she was going through my stuff. The look on her face when I yelled. For a moment, I was 12 years old again, watching my father yell at my mother. My God, how much of the mother I knew was because of him. I would never yell at her again. I would not become my father. She was holding a card in her hand, a Valentine card. She was gonna hide it under one of my pairs of underwear. She knew I dated my underwear and cycled them in and out on the same days. An old habit from Victoria. I was gonna hide it under the ones I wore on the day. We held each other. She kept apologizing. At first for reading my journal, then she apologized every time she asked about my youth. Anna is not dumb. She noticed how I fused every drink of alcohol ever offered to me. Though we have not been intimate, she's noticed the marks on my lower back whenever my shirt was off. She's a damn calculus major for fuck's sake. She can put two and two together. When she looked me in the eyes that night on the floor by my footlocker, a journal full of pain at her side, and told me, "You are not your father." I asked her to marry me immediately. She said yes. 13. Everything has been moving so fast lately. Anna and I finished our final 2 years of college. Graduation is in a week, and the wedding is 2 weeks after that. We have picked out a house, 2 stories in a nice cellar, no electricity, but we'll get that sorted out eventually. Something about the ramen being so old is too dangerous to turn anything on. At least the water works. A lot has changed since the last wrote on these pages. I started drinking. Did I steal your journal? No. I'm drinking mine. According to Anna, you can get all the joys of drinking without being trailer trash. I seem to have a knack for it too. I do tastings once a month, and they love me there. I think I'll use part of that cellar for the small collection I've been building. Anna says I should start writing in here again. When I started to rip out the early pages, she stopped me. She's right, I can't run from the past. 14. Looks like I have a quota. Anna told me if I don't write at least once a week, she'll cut me off. I don't know if she was talking about my wine or sex. Either way, consider this my return to the world of telling my most intimate secrets to a glorified notebook. Psst, I'm actually a Martian. Don't tell anyone. No wait, I'm a secret agent who has teamed up with a Martian after his home world was ravaged by another race of aliens who have set sights have to sight set on Earth. That would make a cool movie. Vincent, when I told you to write in here, I didn't mean act silly. This is not a place to make jokes. And I was talking about sex. P.S. I would so love watching that movie. Oh, this is so cute. Second. Okay, 15. Finally, the end. This is wonderful. Emma's gonna have a baby. This is my chance to show the world what a good father is like. This is going to be the most spoiled kid in the world. I have my reservations about whether I can be a good parent. But I think that as long as I have Anna by my side, I can do anything. But as we found out last game, Anna died during childbirth, and we are the son that is the kid. Who knew a game that was made for horror people could make such good emotional stories in? On page 4. The therapist that comes to my house once a month has suggested I write my thoughts down. Took me a while to dig out this journal. The crack doesn't seem to realize that with my money, seeing a therapist isn't a sign of believing in this particular brand of bullshit. It is simply the same level of morbid freak curiosity that would lead one to seek a donkey show. I guess writing and insisting once in a while couldn't hurt. What can I update it with? Well, I've turned my wine passion professionally into a lucrative business. I don't really need the money, but at least it keeps me busy. For another rough ride, guys. Another emotional roller coaster. Go. Torn out page 3. I met a woman named Sarah. She reminds me a little of Anna, her kindness mostly, though she does not have the same spark that my love had. Either way, the meeting was not for pleasure. I am hiring a maid. Will assist equally. She will help me with my day-to-day needs such as food and errands. I'm becoming more and more loose as time goes on, and having someone who will go into town for me to pick up things and gab with annoying nosy people is well worth the money. Besides, I can't cook. What exactly do you expect to find under here? I don't know. Secrets? Oil stuff? I don't know. Page 2. Rage. It is the most ugly thing on this planet. I grew up on the receiving end of that hideousness. I can't let it happen to my child. I have to send him somewhere. I love him. I don't blame him for her death, but when I look at him, he has her eyes. Forgive me, Anna. He could be better off without me. They're stuck. Turn up page 1. I found this coarse thing while sitting in the bedroom on the floor next to a spilled wine bottle. I'm not even sure why I'm bothering to write in it. She's gone. The doctor gave me a bunch of horseshit excuses for why he couldn't save her, for why she would die giving birth to a child in this day and age. I would have his fucking head for my trophy case if it weren't for him. For him. My child. Michael. Or Mitchell. Whoever you want to pronounce it. Yeah, named him Michael or Mitchell, like I said. Anna and I had said that if it were a girl, she'd get to name it, and if it were a boy, I'd get to name it. The devil is taunting me. The wine I spilled as I reached for the stupid book has made its way next to the wine I dropped in surprise when I first found out about the pregnancy. It looks almost like a cliche Valentine's Day heart with a crack down the middle, but isn't that what a heart looks like? A heart is a disgusting bloody lump of an organ that can apparently give out without warning to a label. Oh God, Anna, what am I gonna do? That. This is really sad. About the book collection. Hey Michael, I've made it through the first row of bookshelves. As you requested, I'd put anything I didn't want in my own collection up for sale. I made sure to leave any good horror novels like you asked. There's some good stuff here, but it's mainly older stuff like Lovecraft and Poe, so you're gonna have to look elsewhere to build your own collection of King's Forced editions. Look, I know you think you owe me for some bullshit because I took a few punches for you back in the orphanage, but you don't. I'll be paying you for anything I keep for myself. I hope you don't mind that I kept working on the collection while you were in hospital. I figured if you didn't pull through, I knew you would. I just used what the books sold for on with, what I had left after the hookers and joking aside, we actually made a killing. I left your share a bit more than you wanted, and I won't take no for an answer. It's a chest by the window. Anyway, I'm heading out of town on business. I'll be back in a few weeks to work more on the collection. Take care, man. Roger. This again. Turn out page 6. They say that if you kill yourself, you don't get to go to heaven. I'm not a religious man, but if there is even the slightest chance a place like that exists, I know Anna's going first class. I once asked my teacher after one of those stupid PSAs about being there for a friend in need. The one where someone tells that tired story about seeing someone unpacking the lockers. I don't know. The one, like, the PSA is about being there for a friend in need. The one where someone tells that tired story about seeing someone unpacking the locker as them bringing out becomes friends and little learns that they were packing up the stuff because they planned to kill themselves. Anyway, I asked the teacher why stories like that exist, but when someone goes through with a suicide, with the grief counselors always say there's nothing you could have done. The teacher wasn't prepared to answer a question like that. They never are. Page 5. This tasteful room of Gaudi's Blendles is where I have entertained guests for the past 14 years. Idiots from around town and people interested in my wine collection. I despise a lot of them. They chortle and guffaw in glee as I play the piano. They ask how I got so good at it. The lie I told is practice. The truth is, I spent 2 years in lessons in the off times that the instructor could spill when she wasn't helping my father cheat on my mother. A pool table, wow. That's nice. That's everything. Now. Maybe I can use the football on the cabinets in the other bedroom. Guess not. Nope. Okay, I guess it's time to go back.